Welcome to another edition of Inside the Hatches. This is Jerome Jones, and this interview is going to be sponsored by Phenom. Make sure you go to PhenomElite.com where you can get all your products. You can get everything for 10% off using our promo code Inside the Hatches Football. So thank you, Phenom, for allowing us to do this podcast. I'm here with none Brayden from Buford, offensive lineman, committed to Clemson right now. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you on. Keep you getting on, man. First and foremost, man, how was your 4th of July, man? 4th of July just came up. How was your 4th of July?
It was really good. We had just gotten back from Florida yesterday morning, so we came home for a little bit, went and bought fireworks, and did a fireworks show for the cul-de-sac.
Nice, man. Awesome. Did you eat a lot?
I actually didn't.
No.
Nope.
I mean, hey, man. Usually everybody go out and cook out and eat a lot, So I actually didn't eat a lot either, to be honest. So I can't do that. I can't do that. So tell us a little bit about yourself as far as as a player, how you kind of came about being a 4-star and playing for Buford.
Well, as a player, I played since I was 7. I started youth ball then. I played football all the way up until now. Still do, obviously. Then I came to Buford my junior year. I transferred from a smaller private school, but because I needed more competition.
Yeah.
So I went to Buford, had a good season there. Had let up I think 1 sack the whole season. It was the first game against St. Francis Academy, and then I've been a 4-star since. I don't really think about that stuff, but I've been a 4-star since then.
That's great, man. What came into the love of football? When did you realize, this is a game that I love? And when did you realize, offensive line is something that you want to play?
So I really figured I loved football at 10, I think, my 10U season playing with the Atlanta Ducks. My coach then really helped me realize that. And then I played offensive line my whole life. I never really tried any other positions. I think I played running back for an extra point play as a youth player. That's the only other position I ever played.
All right, man. Well, that's awesome that you were able to figure out and find your passion for love, man. Was there anybody that helped you or influenced you into playing football, or looked at them and they taught you all the games that you learned today?
Really, my dad is my biggest influence for football because he obviously had a long career in the NFL, so he obviously knows what he needs to get me to do so that I can make it as far as he did. And then he really taught me most of my stuff, like my foot. He's the reason my footwork and stuff is so fast and I can move around.
Definitely. For people that don't know who your dad is, can you kind of explain who your dad is?
My dad is Brandon Jacobs. He came out of high school and went to junior college for 2 years at Coffeyville, then went to Auburn for a year and ended up getting drafted out of Southern Illinois to the New York Giants, pick 111 in the draft, and played 9 years, won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants, 42 and 46.
Definitely. I definitely know who your dad is. Obviously, I'm a Eagles fan, as you see right here, so he definitely brought my team a lot for sure. Don't know how he is, for sure. But is there anything that you took out of his game? I know he's a running back, he's playing offensive line, but did you take anything out of his game to help you out as far as watching him or anything he taught you?
Just the factor of really you have to play aggressive, otherwise you're not going to do well.
Right, definitely. Now tell me about Buford. You say you transferred to Buford. Buford is a big, school down here in Georgia. What is it about Buford that makes you want to transfer? And how's your? I know it's only been 1 year, but how's that 1 year been for you so far?
The main thing that made me want to transfer to Buford is that I'd be getting really good looks in practice. The people I go against in practice are better than the people I go against in the game, so it makes the games even easier.
Definitely.
And just what made me want to transfer to Buford was just that it was a higher classification. It was the highest classification, and going from lowest to highest was what I also did. I went from a 1A private to a 7A public. So I went from the lowest to highest. So that was one of the big reasons that I could prove I could play in the highest division.
100%. Now I know, your former teammate just went to Ohio State, but Edric Houston, I know you two been probably going at it a lot in practice. How's that been for you two kind of clashing each week, and how do you think that made you better?
I mean, it's made me better because Edric's a really good excellent football player. Obviously, with him going to Ohio State, and it's just we just went back. We go back and forth at practice, and it's just helped me get better along the way.
Definitely, definitely. So what is the biggest thing about offensive linemen? Because I know you guys don't always get the limelight, or a lot of people don't always look at you guys. But what is it about the offensive line position that you think is one the most important, the part that you like the most?
Um, it's hard. Like for offensive line, it's hard to answer that question because you only do one of two. You either run block or pass block. There's not really much. I mean, my favorite thing to do is down blocking. And as an offensive lineman, that's probably the one thing I look forward to doing the most.
Definitely, man, definitely. Now, do you have any personal goals as far as your weight or height or anything like that? Anything that you want to improve on physically?
Just getting stronger. My height's fine. I want to ideally play this season at like 320,
Okay.
325.
So, during the off season, what's some of the things that you've been doing to kind of help yourself for your last season at Buford?
Just I've been in the weight room a lot. We've been doing a lot of agility stuff to get my feet faster. Just general stuff to get me faster and stronger.
Definitely, definitely. Now, let's get into who you are a little bit, and then we're going to get into your recruiting a little bit. But for the people that don't know who you are, tell us like some of the things that you like to do, maybe some hobbies or anything like that outside of football.
Well, obviously, I'll hang out with. I love hanging out with my friends whenever I can because I don't go to school with them anymore. So whenever we can meet up, we do. And then I play a lot of video games in my free time.
What kind of video games you play?
Just shooter games like Call of Duty, that type of stuff.
Got you. So the new NCAA game is going to be coming out soon. Are you going to be purchasing that game?
Maybe. Madden's not my favorite game, so I don't know if I'm going to play NCAA, but apparently it's supposed to be different, so I'm going to probably give it a try.
Definitely. Now, you're committed to Clemson right now. Obviously, they're going to be in the game. I'm expecting you to be in the game for the next year. Would that be something that you'd be interested in opting in for, or you kind of like ask about it?
No, I'd love to be in the game. It'd be really cool.
Definitely. So if you get it, or when you get it, would you be playing with Clemson?
Yeah. Of course.
So tell me, obviously, like we just talked about you committing to Clemson. What are some of the things that convinced you that Clemson was the team for you?
It's kind of hard to explain because it's kind of like one of those things where you have to go there and like see what it is to understand why I went there. It's just the feeling you get, well, at least I got at Clemson versus all the other schools was it was just such a different feeling, and like I felt like I belonged there, and I could really it could really be a home for me.
Definitely, man. Yeah, Clemson is doing a really good job on their recruiting, getting a lot of guys, especially from Georgia. Does that kind of play a part in that? Them, recruiting really heavy in Georgia, have a lot of good young talent from Georgia already there?
I mean, I never really thought about it like that. So no, not really. It didn't really make an influence on me making my decision to go there.
Definitely. So since you've been there, like I said, there are Georgia guys that are already on the roster and things like that. Have you got to talk to anybody? Some guys that you got to interview, like Avion Terrell, Sheldon Lewis, things like that. The quarterback, you'd be Kate Klubnik. Have you got to talk to some of those guys yet?
I mean, I haven't gotten to talk to anybody other than the O-line because that's obviously when I'm there, that's who I'm around the most. So that's normally who I would go talk to, but that's the O-line are really the main people I've gotten to talk to the most.
Got you. So how excited are you to be able to go to the next level? Because it's a hard thing for somebody to go to the next level, from high school, especially with a big D1 school like that. How excited are you, and to go there and be able to represent not only yourself but your family as well?
I'm very excited. It's a big next step for me, and I mean, obviously, I hope everything goes well. Nothing happens while I'm there. I just hope I get enough film to go to the NFL, get good film, and hope everything goes well from there.
Definitely, definitely. Now I'm gonna ask you about your high school, last year high school. Obviously, you're a senior, so you're gonna be one of the people that everybody's gonna be. What are some of the expectations that you're gonna be about future this year?
Um, we expect. I mean, obviously, we want to win because they haven't won a 7A state title yet, so that would be a big thing for us to get. Because I mean, they've never won it. They always we always talked about it, but we never really actually won it. We got close. We got close 2 years ago, I think.
Hmm.
They lost to Wallen. I mean, obviously we lost to Grayson last year, so we're thinking we want to win it all this year.
Understand, understand. Yeah, I bet you at that game. Just last year for sure. Oh, so now that you're the senior there, there's a lot of young guys are there. Can you name some young guys that are doing well that you might see that they got some good potential in them?
Um, well, Bryce Perry, our DN, is about to be a junior. He's one of the best football players I've honestly I've ever been against. And Jaden Pilati, Mantrez Walker, all our starting linebackers are also really good. Kenyon Rivera, another linebacker, and then there's an offensive lineman. His name is Marcus Major. He just committed to Air Force a while ago, but he's one of the other better offensive linemen. There's Dayton Raiola, our quarterback, who's supposed to be a junior. There's a lot of people.
100%, 100%. Now we're gonna get into some fun questions real quick, just to get to know you and how you are at your personality wise. So first, I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite dish? What kind of food that you like, man? What's the one go-to food that you can go to?
My favorite dish is probably mac and cheese or pizza.
Ooh, mac and
Just cheese though, only cheese pizza.
cheese pizza.
Yeah,
Cheese pizza is underrated though. People
it
don't.
is underrated
Yeah,
because people say they don't like cheese pizza, but everyone's pizza is cheese.
100%.
They
Yeah,
just put stuff on it.
good point. Good point. So if you're gonna have mac and cheese, is it like homemade mac and cheese, or you got like a certain brand that you like?
I really like homemade mac and cheese.
Yes, yes.
Depends on who's making it, but the majority of the time I like homemade mac and cheese.
I'm just letting you know I can make some good mac and cheese. All right. So if you had a favorite cereal, what would your favorite cereal be?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch all the time, all day.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with cinnamon toast crunch for sure.
But it's the most unhealthy, but it's the best one.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. So if there's a NFL player that you would like to model your game after, or you either like, who would that NFL player be?
Probably Laramie Tunsil, the starting left tackle at the Texans right now. He's one of the best football players I've ever seen. So
Yeah,
definitely do.
I think he's still the highest paid offensive lineman right now. I think.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. What is it about his game that you like, man?
He just moves so smooth. Like there's nothing. It looks like he has to second guess himself at all. He moves smooth. Doesn't let the defender just do random moves on him. He makes the defender go where he wants him to go. Stuff like that.
100%, 100%. Now earlier you told me you love to play video games, and you like Call of Duty. What's your favorite Call of Duty? What's the best one out there?
My favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Oh, 3?
Mhm.
I like to.
I've never played 2 actually.
You gotta play 2, man. You gotta play 2. I think it's a little bit better. That's just my opinion, though. You gotta play it. You gotta play it. You play like other shooting games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, anything like that?
I mean, I play a little bit of Fortnite. There's a game called Overwatch 2. It's a 5v5 futuristic shooter game.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one too. It's awesome, awesome. What got you into playing video games, man?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's just kind of just started. I can't really say. I played video games my whole life since elementary school. So.
Got you. Tell us, do you have any hidden talent? Like, can you sing? Can you play piano or instrument or anything like that? Any hidden talent, man?
I don't have any hidden talents.
What? You have something, man. You have something. I don't think you want to tell us.
I don't have any.
Awesome, man. It's all good. It's all good. So let's talk about your coaches and your teammates real quick. So I like to ask this question because it's just fun to talk about your teammates and everything. So if there is a teammate on the team that maybe the goofiest or the hype guy, gets the team riled up, who's that guy for you guys?
It's our long snapper, Dawson Wiki.
Really?
He's funny. I don't know how, but he's funny.
Definitely. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say Jalen. But no. Gotcha. All right, so if there is one guy on your team that's maybe the hothead, the one that always super serious in the team, riling up the team to get them up to the next level, who's that guy?
That's Jaden Plotty.
Yeah.
He's not like a hothead. He's not always mad, but it doesn't take much for someone else to do for him to be mad.
Gotcha. See, I always see him off the field, and he's always a goofball for me off the field. So that's why I thought he was going to be that way. But I guess he switched that flip going to field, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Definitely. So where would you say you are as far as personality on the field? Because you seem like a very humble guy off the field, but how are you on the field, man?
On the field, I'm not much of a talker, to be honest. I don't really talk. Like if someone could talk to me and I'll just walk away, like not even really care. I'm just there. I do my job to the best of my ability. It's really how I am on the field.
Definitely. So let's talk about your coaches, man. Same deal. Who's that one coach that is like the players' coach, the guy that everybody goes to, maybe cracking jokes, get the team, having fun kind of thing. Who's that coach for you guys?
It's our tight ends coach, Coach Dasher.
Coach Dasher? What some of the things that you do?
He's just fun. He's just a funny person. Like he'll walk around and say some random comment that'll be funny out of nowhere.
Definitely. So who's the coach that's the stern coach that's like always on people's butt, but obviously probably a loving coach? Who's that guy?
Coach App, our head coach.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think Coach App. Yeah, he's definitely the same. He's definitely like that for sure. Brayden, man, thank you for getting on with us. I appreciate all the you getting on and talking to us today. Before we get up, do you have any shout outs you want to talk to any of your coaches, family, friends, anything like that? You want to shout out?
Just shout out to my family, my mom and dad especially, for helping me get as far as I am today. That's it.
Thank you. Perfect. Well, Brayden, thanks for being on. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you on the next one, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, once again, guys, thank y'all for getting on with us. This is Brayden Jacobs up there in Buford, committed to Clemson. Going to do some great games this year. Looking forward to seeing what he does later. Thank you guys for being on. And again, thank Phenom for allowing us to have the podcast. Thank you guys so much. See you on the next one.